You ever wonder how just a handful of people can make a whole city feel on edge? I mean, how do gangs, sometimes numbering just dozens or hundreds, manage to completely control the vibe of entire neighborhoods, or even whole cities? It's not just about muscle or firepower, nope. It's all about fear. Specifically, the psychology of fear. Let's break down how this works. First, gangs understand that fear is contagious. Once they make an example out of someone, maybe a rival, maybe an innocent bystander, the news spreads like wildfire. Suddenly, everyone's whispering about what happened. The message? If it happened to them, it could happen to you. That's psychological warfare 101. But it doesn't stop there. Gangs use symbols, graffiti, colors, hand signs to mark territory. These aren't just tags or fashion statements. They're warnings. It's like saying, "We're watching. We own this block." And if you're not part of the crew, you know to keep your head down. They also manipulate trust and loyalty. Think about it. If you grow up seeing that people who snitch or step out of line get hurt, you learn real quick to keep quiet. Gangs use this to isolate communities from police or outside help. People start to believe that the gang is the only force that matters, or the only one that will protect them. Intimidation isn't always loud. Sometimes it's subtle. A stare on the street, a car that slows down when you walk by, little reminders that the gang is everywhere, even if you can't see them. That constant pressure, it wears people down. They start making decisions based on fear, like closing their shops earlier, avoiding certain streets, or just pretending not to notice when something shady goes down. Here's the scary part. This manipulation works because our brains are wired to respond to threats. When we hear stories of violence, see signs of danger, or feel watched, our bodies go into survival mode. Gangs know how to trigger this, again and again, until fear becomes a routine part of life. But knowledge is power. Once we understand how this psychology works, we can start to break the cycle. Communities can push back by building trust, sharing information, and taking away the secrecy that gangs rely on. So the next time you hear about a city controlled by gangs, remember, it's not just about weapons or numbers. It's about fear and the minds that feed off it. Stay smart, stay safe, and don't let fear be the boss.